After 1,000 years, the mists have finally cleared to reveal Albion, the land of myth and magic beyond the sea. Back in the old world, a king who rules with an iron hand longs for Albion's riches. He summons adventurers to claim the land. Hoping to escape their grim lives, many follow, dreaming of a bright future in Albion. But the journey across the sea is long and dangerous. And only the most daring cross successfully. Those who make it arrive at the shores of this magical land, from where they immediately begin to craft, trade, and conquer. You are among these adventurers. Head out and forge your own destiny in Albion.
Hello YouTube buddies! Welcome back to a brand new MMO from my Bible, guys. And this one is going to be Albion Online, and it has the feeling of playing an RTS, but definitely is an MMO. It has this camera view from above, as I said, looks a bit like an RTS, but I think best thing to do is showing you how the game goes. Has been released today, 18th of July, and we are on the character creation screen, so let's do that very quick. In terms of actually creating the character and graphics and all that, is not wonderful, as you can see. You can see that, you know, it's just pretty much carved, as you can see on the outline of the character. It's just like someone went with a knife and cut him. And you can be a female if you like as well, by the way, okay? But we are going to be a male. And in terms of which one you use, it really doesn't matter, okay? And let's go press next. You can choose the skin color. Let's go choose something a bit darker. Here you only have 3 styles, I'm afraid, which I was quite disappointed in that, but it is what it is, guys, and we cannot mind. Hair color, grayish, as always, beard. And the way, you can change down the way if you like. As you please, there we go, that will do. And of course you can randomize as well if you like, okay? So let's press next. And a name is going to be Grelios, because that's what I call all my characters, always. And let's create it, okay? Right, so we need to enter the world. A couple of things, guys. First of all is that I love this big G on, or capital letter on the names. Are really cool. And I think they give a bit of different flavor. And you will see now all the people playing along, they show the names above their heads, and it's going to be exactly the same. But another thing I want to mention to you is that in this game is no such thing as a class, okay? If you want to play a DPS, for example, you equip a bow and arrow, okay? If you want to be a more tankish, just get a sword and a shield, for example. If you want to be a caster, we'll go for a staff, that kind of thing. So it's not a specific classes in this game. As neither is the quality of armor you equip. For example, not because you are a mage or warlock or whatever you want to call it, you have to wear all cloth items. You can actually make a combination of heavy in the head and cloth in the chest, or medium in the legs, whatever, okay? So we need to keep that in mind when we play this game, okay? So let's enter the world. Let's do it. Okay, this is the where we start to begin with, and a very quick run of the UI. You name here with your health and your mana, of course. This button here, you can add players to your group. Okay, you can create a party through here. You chat, self-explanatory. This is all your icons, and your abilities will come down here as you discover it, and you will see in a second. As soon as we equip a weapon, you have automatic skills that you can actually bring down here. The minimap, there's the minimap, of course, and this is your quest tracker or quest log. Here we show the objectives that you need to complete, and the little tiny menu at the top. You can do different things from, of course, your settings, and then your mail, for example, here, guilds, and build, that's your crafting. But we will talk about that later. Movement, you don't use W, S, and D, and A as always. You just click the mouse pretty much like any other RTS, like for example Diablo. You will know that this is the way it works. Okay, now the first thing that we need to do is to gather 3 rough logs. At this stage we just can't do that with your bare hands. As simple as that. You don't need any equipment to anything. So let's do that real quick. Let's find some logs, which by the way you are advised at this stage to take more than what you need, because we are going to have to build a lot of things to begin with. Okay, now leave me a comment what you think, guys. Is this game, what you think, what's the feeling that you get about it? Well, if I have to be honest, not too sure about it. I'm going to give it a good go, because it's an MMO, and as part of my Bible I want to show you as many MMOs as possible. Play game, playthroughs, guides, whatever, and then you make your mind up, guys, if you like it or you don't. Okay, I personally think that this game could be much better. Okay, now by the way, let me show you something. You press M, will show you map, and the map itself are not very wonderful. You can see the graphics, just I wish they put a bit more of effort in creating these maps and things. Okay, now let me show you something real quick before we start, so you have an idea what is this. A map with a little star there means they have a starter zone. Okay, so that's a starter zone here and a starter zone there. The ones with a little house means that that area have a major city. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you guys. And of course you can see actually trade and, you know, different things, villages and what have you. Okay, but we will get into that as we go on the game. So there you go. Okay, so what we need, a stone. So I'm going to take as many of whatever I can, rough logs, whatever. And that game, or this game, this is what's going to happen to begin with. You're going to have to play slowly and gather as much as you can, and you will understand that in a second why I'm saying this. You will. Let's get these logs as well. Let me check if I can get those as well, and those. By the way, in this game you have encumbrance as well. Let me show you your inventory by pressing I. Okay, that's your weight, 8% of the total weight. Now how much is the weight? You have 1,000 kilos. Okay, however, you can actually craft bags that will allow you a max load of 40 more, 80 more, or whatever. The bigger the bag, the more kilos you can carry. Okay, but keep that in mind as well, guys, because in this game you will get encumbrance, and that means that you won't be able to run anywhere. Okay, right, I didn't mean that, but there you go, this is what it is. Right, and we've done that. Now we need to craft. I'm going to take a bit more of stone, you know, because I want to be able to craft as much as I can. Now the first thing that we need to craft is a skinning knife, and I'm going to show you real quick how to do it, so you can actually do it if you are playing along, or if you are going to try the game, you know what to do with it. Okay, I think that we have enough stone for a moment. Now as you come forward into this little village, you will see these little anvils, and the anvils will, once you click, will pop up the crafting station, or the workbench, whatever you want to call it. Now you have 3 tabs on the left, which is tools, armor and weapons, as you can see. We are going to go to the tools, and the first thing I want you to know is this little number on the top corner of every icon. That is the tier, okay, of that specific icon, either for tools, armor or weapon. Okay, so that is a tier 1 axe, a tier 1 knife, a tier 1 hammer, whatever, and the same for the sword and the armor. Okay, now we need to do a skinning knife. These little icons, that's showing you what you require, what materials, and the quantity of materials you require to build the knife. So we need 3 rough logs and 3 rough stone. Okay, so click on the icon and click craft, and will automatically, whatever you craft will automatically be equipped. Okay, remember that as well. You have this little window here which will give you a bit of information about the stats of your weapons and armor and all that kind of thing, but you can actually close and open as you wish. Okay, so there we go. We done that. Now we need to kill any rabbit, marmot, or frog, and that is going to be because we are going to start building our armor. Okay. Now you need to kill them, and you can see then that you can skin them. Okay, so let's go skin a few of those because we are going to need quite a lot of them. Let me go down here. Right, and you know, these things here, these achievement announcements, you know, they can be quite annoying. You know, there are so many and they come so often as well. Oops, it took a. Right, let's go kill these marmots. There we go, and kill that one as well. Very nice, and this one. As you can see, it's not much action, if you like, to begin with, isn't it? But I think it's going to be one of those games that you get so hooked into that you can't stop playing it. And I think it's a good move to see a bit of RTS within an MMO. I like it. You see, this is a player there, another player. This is what I was saying with the capital of the name letters. I think they look really, really cool. Of course, blues means that they are players, and yellow is your own. So there you go. Okay. Another tip for you guys. Right. So what we need to do? We need to craft a beginner's mercenary jacket. So let's go to armor, and that's the beginner's mercenary jacket. And for to build it, we need 4 scraps of hide, and we have 19. Okay. So there you go. And you'll see it gets automatically built. Okay. And let's go to now the jacket for the quest. Now, one more thing I want to show to you before we carry on. Whenever you build something, you have this automated spell, which is automatically activated in your item that you crafted. For example, this chest piece comes with mend wounds. As long as you are not in combat, you can use this spell to mend wounds. Okay, regenerates 4% health and energy per second for 12 seconds. But not only that, it comes directly to your hotbar. Okay, see it here? Yeah. What happened with this one? This one no, because it's not an actual weapon. You see, that one is another one. Increases your damage and heal power by 1.5%, and incoming damage is reduced by 1%. Okay, so give you stats as you craft them. I hope this makes sense, guys. If it doesn't, let me know and we can do something about it. Okay, we need to craft a sword, and you will see now what I mean about this. Okay. Okay, so we have the sword now. We need to equip it. Okay, there you go. And item abilities, that's what they are, item abilities. The item you have just equipped has a choice of abilities. After closing this message, you can use the ability selection on the right to configure your item's abilities. Okay, so there you go. Now, this in particular have these 2 spells that you can choose from. Okay, you can choose a strike, which is a single attack spell, and cleave, which is a DPS. I'm going to go for a cleave. This is the way I like to play. And you will see here that you have the spell right on your hotbar as well. Okay. As you can see, you know, to begin with, it's not the most action-packed game, but it's that type of game where you need to really take it slowly. I think take it slowly and you know, tackle it as it comes. And I think I'm going to take more of this hide because I'm going to need it to build my trousers and my boots and whatever. Okay, right, let me get that one, and I'm going to show you something else, guys. We need to use any ability on training dummies, but before doing that, I'm gonna suit up a bit. Okay, so armor wise, we need some boots. Okay, let's do them. Now with your boots automatically comes this spell as well, which by the way comes down to the hotbar here on the right. By clicking F, you will activate it, and what basically does increase your move speed by 100% for 3 seconds. Very, very nice, very nice. So we got head, torso, and legs or foot, and we have our weapon, which by the way, we will change the weapon. Okay, we will change it because I don't want to be a warrior or anything like that, melee attack. I'm going to be more a caster. Okay, that makes sense. So there you go. This is Albion Online. Let me zoom in a second. As you can see, That's the way it looks. And unfortunately, you cannot move the camera up and down or anything else. That's it. This is what you get. You won't get anything else than this. But it is what it is, guys. We can't moan about it. We are going to give it a good go. Let me know what you think, guys. I think, overall, it can be good. But it could be better. So there you go. Please comment, subscribe, and like, and let me know what you think. I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, take great care.